At times, I think it's really easy to think that if you pursue a higher paying job, that it would be different than applying some of those same skills within your business. The reality is that there's a lot of parallels between you going out and finding a very high paying job with infrastructure and then comparing that with your ability to do the same without infrastructure, without a framework or something for you to just sort of plug into. So within a job or a role, one of the biggest things that you have to understand is that if you are getting compensated, let's say $200,000 a year, if that's your on target earnings within the role that you're in, let's say you're in sales, your job, what you're producing for the business has to be a multiple of that. Okay, so if you're aiming to be someone who's making $200,000 a year with a company, you better be producing 600, 800, a million in revenue for that business. You cannot get paid $200,000 a year and not be producing more than what they're compensating you for. The other side to it as well is outside of just getting paid or having your take home, you also have to understand that you're a greater cost to the company than your salary. So there are benefits that you're receiving. There are health benefit contributions that are being made. With some companies, there's matching with regards to your contributions to different retirement and tax deferred accounts. There's a lot more. So if you're getting paid $200, your cost to the company is probably closer to $250, $300. You're an expense, and that also incorporates general administrative stuff that goes into paying you as well, giving you a work laptop, compensating you, or giving you other things for you to do your role. So if your expense to the company is $300, you better be bringing in a multiple of that. Now, you are essentially, it's a benefit to you because you get paid this amount that covers your bills. And at the same time, you're sort of plugging into something. You have a team around you to be able to help you with this, help you with that. Hey, I don't know what I'm doing. You have a manager or a supervisor to just kind of lean on, right? Versus you generating that in your business. Yes, you are free. Yes, you have this level of autonomy and like you're sort of emancipated from this level of accountability that's normally over your head when you get a job, right? But what goes into generating that is the same. If you are in your business, you technically have to get paid last. You have to get paid after the business gets paid and after all of the resources needed to help you generate that revenue. All of that needs to be paid. So if you want to make $200,000 in your business, you better be searching and pursuing and chasing $1 million, 1.5 worth of opportunities in order for you to have a take home of 200. I don't want to say that it is more difficult. It is just different. That level of freedom is different. So you have to make sure that you are organized and you are managing yourself. You are disciplined. You also have to set certain targets that you must adhere to. When you have a job, when you have a role, a role within a business, again, a lot of times you have this level of accountability that you have to sort of live up to. And oftentimes you tend to live up to that because of what's known as loss aversion. Most of us as humans, we have this thing called loss aversion. So we have something that's supporting our lifestyle and we do not want to lose it. If you're getting paid a certain amount in a role, you will do whatever you can to stay in that role. There's a small percentage of people that are just like they want to just win. There's a small percentage of people that are just hard winners. People who are like, I'm not really concerned about the salary. I just want to win. I want to be a top producer in my organization and I want to just win. So they just have this weird, hard energy. And so yes, they get compensated a lot, but they're not doing things out of fear of losing their job. The sad reality is that in most roles, and especially in sales, the majority of salespeople, they're doing what they can not to lose what they have. In your business, you are in that state every single day, because you only eat what you kill. You better be hunting day in, day out. So I'm bringing this up because oftentimes I know that there's this internal battle with most professionals now. Well, should I get a high paying job, or should I do my own business? And if I will say this, if you're not ready to put yourself in a high state of consistent level of self accountability and discipline, and like loss aversion is out the door, you better be hunting day in, day out. If you're not ready for that, then it may be more suitable for you to plug into something that has some infrastructure, but try to build some of that acumen and some of those processes and some of those habits, so that when you do carry that over into your own business, like you have enough so that it's not a matter of you needing to eat or doing things with the need to eat. You're doing it because you genuinely want to build something that you want to grow. Again, like a lot of this comes from my own experience. Like I have experience I've worked for some of the largest corporations and organizations in the world. I left that world, did my own thing for years. I went into this phase where I was like, oh man, I like big contracts. Then I got into this phase where I'm like, I don't like big contracts. Then I got into this phase where I'm like, I really just want to be comfortable, and I just want to relax for a little bit. And then I got into this season where I'm like, I like having a little bit of balance. I like having a little bit of both. And so I've seen things from multiple sides of different tables, and these statements are coming from experience, but at the same time, I see what people are battling. And I've had those same battles, so if you are in a position where like you might want to, have a chat about what route you might want to take, hit me up. This isn't an offer or anything like that. This is just me, sales and business professional, wanting to connect with other sales and business professionals that, this is sort of like therapy for both of us, right? Like if you would just like to chat, hit me up. Would love to connect with you. If there's any resources I have access to, I'd love to, connect you with it. If there's any books or anything that I could recommend, if there's any communities that you can join to be able to support your decision on what direction you should be taking, I'd love to point you in the right direction. Again, this is not no offer. They ain't no like, oh yeah, fill out this application so we can. No, this is just me saying, hey, if you want to connect with another sales professional to have a discussion about where you are in your career, I'm pretty sure there's certain things that I'll express too, to ask you for some insight, right? Based off of your experience. We all have unique experiences, but when it comes to this, should I get a higher paying job, or should I should I fight this out, or should I do my own thing? Trust me when I tell you, that decision can be difficult at times. So if you want to chat about it, hit me up.